Part 2, the Fire Sanctuary, or whatever this place is called.
I think that's his name.
Yeah, there's a really sneaky goblin up here.
Ah.
If you don't deal with that guy, he'll snipe you on the way back up.
Well, I mean, it is his job.
Yeah. He's just doing his best, man.
Yeah, he's just doing what he's told, you know. Probably not getting paid nearly enough for that shit.
Probably not at all.
Draw the money, draw the money!
I'm gonna do it!
Oh! Very nice. That gets better every time I see it.
Uh-huh. I mean, there will be worse rupees later on in this video, but for now, I'll accept that.
This one is so satisfying about like claw shots and hook shots. I don't know what it is, but it's just very satisfying. Oh no!
Oh no. I love the rattling sound of the claw shot.
That stuff's good.
Mm-hmm. I also love this guy because it looks like he has a giant sausage on his back.
Yeah. It kind of... Yeah, it's either like a sausage or it kind of looks like a shrimp also.
Yeah, I can see that too. We gotta help him out, but he's gonna tell us a secret about treasure if we do, so that's the only reason I feel obligated.
Okay. Also, that guy's tail looked less gross, and I think it's because it was like a less, for lack of a better term, fleshy color.
Okay, I was going to either refer to it as less phallic or less throbbing.
Oh, okay. Yours were both worse.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut both of those out, maybe. Probably just the one, actually. But anyway, this area is kind of neat because, as you can see, there are two different ways to get in here. But also, every time you go down here, the layout is different.
Oh, I didn't know that. That would explain why I got confused the second time I came down here.
Yeah, so that gets me a little messed up. I don't know if you noticed it, which is why I'm gonna point it out, but I took a really roundabout way of getting up here.
I don't know what it is, but like there's something about these sections, like when you get down here, you just kind of zone in, you know?
No, I don't think I do, actually.
Well, like sometimes you take the longest way around because it feels like it's the most direct, but it's not usually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, when I play these, like when I record these, like this footage, I'm like, I've honed my skill for this 30-second section of this video game. I know how to play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for half an hour.
Yeah.
But because that section is random every time I go down, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And on that part is worse because if you pick the wrong button, like there's a specific path you have to take through there, and if you go for the wrong button first, then you're locked in, and you have to go hit the button again, then go hit the other one, and then go back and hit the first one again. And that would just be embarrassing.
So, hey, whoa, we can put you back.
Yeah.
Don't think we can't and won't do that.
Yeah, we're like right next to the button still.
Yeah, I mean, we could push the button.
Oh, actually, no, I guess the chain is gone, so...
I like how there was one, yeah, I helped him, and the other one's like, that's right.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking stole him.
It was more like I knew him, actually.
Oh, okay.
If you know what I'm saying.
I helped him out.
I've helped him out of his life.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Whoa.
The other option just to basically stare at him like, what are you fucking saying to me?
Earlier when, like, he asked if you'll help him, like, both of the options are kind of rude. It's either you just stare at him or say, oh yeah, this guy's back. The gross tail man's back.
Ugh.
You either tell him, like, you either stare at him or you tell him, I'm in a hurry. And both result in the same dialogue.
I mean, you can probably also feel it because it's a breeze.
Yeah, I would hope so.
And you can also hear it.
Yeah, usually. But I mean, we don't have to feel, hear, or smell, or all at the same time, anything, because we can just see where the secret room is on this map.
Oh, jeez, a fake wall. My old nemesis.
What could be in there?
Could be anything.
A wall chola, a wall master, you never know.
You never know. A wall of fame.
I wonder if they put this in here just to give you a reason at all to need the dungeon map? Because this is a pretty linear dungeon outside of the outside the Magmanos room, just because that is one room across, like, vertically across multiple floors.
It just reminds me that my favorite thing in the Souls games is when people put right next to walls that are not fake wall.
Oh yeah, great.
And you just go roll it into them over and over again, hoping
God.
oh jeez.
Hoping something's gonna happen like this.
Yeah, not this. Preferably not this.
This is a classic Zelda enemy Moldorm. Thankfully, not as annoying here as they were in A Link to the Past. Although it's actually still, like, pretty difficult to deal with sometimes. Basically, you have to hit the squishy bit on their tail 3 times, and every time you hit it, they go into a frenzy, and also they become shorter and faster. So, during the first 2 phases, you can conceivably just catch up to them if you have enough stamina. Like this. Well, he stopped also, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
But during the final phase, he's faster than you, even if you're, like, going quickly, so you have to do one of 2 things. You have to either hope that he stops at a crossroad multiple times to, like, decide what way he's going.
Yeah.
But that's not a very reliable strategy. This is much more reliable, because during the final phase, he's so fast that he crashes into a wall if he's chasing you, but also he recovers pretty quickly. So you really have to be, like, on top of the situation if you want to catch him after that.
Look, if you don't have at least one boss that's got some kind of very obvious squishy weak point that usually glows, it's probably not a Nintendo game.
No, or definitely not a Zelda game, at least.
Those have been kind of concurrent in recent Mario games as well, so...
I mean, when I think 3D, I think gross wobbly physics on
Absolutely.
big bosses.
Oh, God.
Do you remember the spider boss from Mario Galaxy that had, like, all the, like, gross red and green bulbs on his body that you had to pop?
Yeah, what the hell was up with that? God.
So we got a key just now, and I couldn't blame anybody for having forgotten where that key is supposed to go, because, I mean, for one, it was last episode, but also even in real playing time, it's been a bit.
Yeah.
But it's actually back here in this room where we last saw the, like, little fluffs of lava on the ground.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember getting kind of lost at that part, too. Being like, where is it?
I guess now I have egg on my face because 10 minutes ago I said this dungeon was really simple and linear.
Again, it's not a Zelda game until at some point you go through a dungeon and you're like, I have this key, where the fuck do I put it?
Yeah.
It's like the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time, you get so many keys. So many keys.
I hope you saw that like last second dodge I did for that fire arrow, by the way.
That was super sick.
Thank you. Oh, that reminds me, actually, regarding the fire shield earrings.
Oh yeah.
Besides letting you walk through, like, the hot areas of the game and without taking damage, there's one more thing they do.
Oh?
If you take any sort of fire damage, usually it ticks down for a couple of hearts.
Yeah.
But with the fire shield earrings on, you only take the initial hit, and then immediately, like, the fire gets doused, and the earrings will blink.
Oh, okay. So it kind of negates fire damage.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Which is pretty useful. I would have preferred if, like, you got something in this game that negates curse, because,
Yeah, that's more prevalent in this game than, fire.
I'm gonna snipe the hell out of this keys.
You gonna get him.
Oh.
I was actually gonna ask why you didn't just take out all the keys in the last room with the bow and arrow as well, but I guess it's easier to just take them out with the sword.
I have shaky weenie hands.
That's okay. What are you doing down here? Get the hell out, this is my place.
Look how much money that dude has.
And of course, if there's one thing we're short on in this game, it's money. Slowly zooms in on 1,652 rupees.
That's not on screen right now, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
So right here, it's going to turn out I was actually way wrong last episode, because as you can see, there is actually no dirt in these tunnels. Also, these tunnels look kind of bad. They probably should have just left this cam.
They probably shouldn't have shown this close-up right here.
It looks like an N64 game.
Guys, please, if you're going to do this, just put textures on this one hall.
Yeah. We gotta catch this guy. But he's pretty fast, so you have to ambush him. I love this animation. Ah!
It's like something out of Goosebumps.
Yeah. So doing this is actually optional. Because catching this guy, I mean.
Yeah.
Because you could see that there was a rock with a bomb next to it, and what you can do is after you get into the second area, you can just hit the switch again after he unhits it, then hit the bomb into the rock and then leave, and then the door that needs to be opened to advance will be opened. Also, this guy looks a lot like the fat dude from King of the Hill. Bill?
Oh my god. Bill?
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah.
I don't know any of Bill's hot catchphrases, so...
He doesn't really have... None of the characters... Well, Hank has catchphrases.
Yeah.
But most of them are just like, what? And I'll kick your ass.
So that's what you get. You get a piece of heart for doing that. For scaring the heck out of that guy. You know, it's like Bill always said on King of the Hill. Bada Bill, bada boom.
Yeah, he definitely said that, and that show is definitely set in New York.
Uh-huh. First time I played this dungeon, it took me like 10 minutes to find this hole in the ground.
Well, I mean, it's sneaky hidden behind the save point. I mean, you never look behind save points. That's just you just don't do that. You never think to do that.
It never occurred to me to like change the camera angle there.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's a well-advised thing to do.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's going to be good. That's going to have good consequences.
Uh-huh.
But no, actually.
And like you blow up that rock, but now all the lava starts flowing over the environment anyway.
Well, it is hollow. We've established this.
Okay, yeah, but I mean like the dirt, like the tall dirt bits.
Yeah.
Which were supposedly blocking it off earlier, but I don't know.
Well, dirt versus lava, I think lava probably wins.
But then why didn't it win earlier? Was that rock just scaring it off?
Maybe. It was a really, really strong rock. A strong rock. It just looks regular.
Just like Dwayne Johnson.
Just like, yeah.
Regular old across the neighborhood Dwayne Johnson. You know, it's just like he always said, if you smell what the lava's boiling.
He also said, I like to go fast and furious.
Yep. 5, because that's the first one he was in.
That's right.
I'm sorry, he just said, I'm fast 5.
Yeah. 5's the speed he can go at.
So that door over there is locked. You can't really see it, but trust me.
I trust you.
And that's the dungeon entrance, so we only have one way to go. And if you remember what that old dude told us...
Jump in a statue.
Yeah, jump into the statue with the closed eyes. So we're gonna take his word for it at face value.
Okay.
Statue face value.
Definitely gonna work. Oh. That did work, actually.
Now slide back.
Whoa!
Yeah, that worked out.
Yeah.
Thanks, old dude. Now let's see if we can make that rupee magic happen twice.
Alright, okay. Can lightning strike twice?
Lightning returns.
Is that game good?
It's alright. Gameplay's pretty fun. But oh.
Oh.
I think that started off really good. If only I'd gotten the curve right on that last one.
Yeah, that's your interpretation of a rupee, and I respect that.
Okay, thank you, Dex.
You're
I'm
welcome.
glad you're always with me.
Oh no!
Oh god. Curses.
Dang.
But yeah, Lightning Returns has good gameplay, but the story is like really lame.
Okay.
Even though it's like out of control and like nuts, it's still boring somehow.
Okay. I want to ask because it recently popped up on Steam and people were like, "Oh man, Lightning Returns," and I was like, "Wait, I thought everyone hated Final Fantasy 13."
It's like after two Final Fantasy 13 games where the combat was kind of whatever, Final Fantasy 13 actually has really interesting combat.
Yeah.
Lightning Returns does.
I'll check it out because it's like actually pretty cheap. So.
And right there you can see the Jinx Lizalfos' Cursed Breath after all.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And also worth noting is that all the cursed enemies have a small chance to drop evil crystals.
Makes sense.
Yeah, which
Seeing
makes...
as they are cursed.
Yeah, absolutely. Which makes that supposedly rare treasure not that rare after all. There's a lot of items in this game that are more difficult to get than the evil crystal, or is it called evil ore? One of the two.
One of the two.
And in case you haven't noticed yet, the Jinx Keys have skulls on their heads.
Spooky.
You know, as you do. Or maybe those are their heads, I don't know.
Big money. Big money prizes.
Nah, that's more like a whammy.
Well.
I think that you get more money if your drawing is better, but I'm honestly not sure.
No, see, I'm afraid that I have to disagree with the game's, with the game's motive of reward, in the form of talent. I'm afraid I don't. Yeah.
Alright.
That doesn't sit right with me.
Okay.
It's not something that can be measured by monetary gain, I'm afraid.
Alright.
I'm bullshitting, I'm just...
Great.
Oh yeah. It's that super rare treasure.
We finally got one.
Yeah, finally.
So, next up is something that happened on accident, but I'm kind of glad it happened anyway.
Okay. Oh, you got cursed.
Yeah, as you can see, both Jinx Keys and Fire Keys apply their status effect on you, just on touch. So even if they accidentally wobble into you, you still get cursed and or set ablaze. And then they just, like, fucked off.
Okay.
Like, once I had my sword back, they were like, oh, we can't mess with that. And they were right.
They basically did the equivalent of, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, and then we're like, oh, he can touch us now, we're leaving.
Agree to disagree, and then they left.
Yeah.
This will be my final post. Please pray for these 0 and 1 winged owls. What did they do to deserve this fate?
So many owls, what does it mean?
Oh,
I think we figured it out.
yeah. This one's pretty simple. I think it would have probably been more interesting if they didn't show you the above ground shot every time.
Probably, yeah.
Because then you'd have to like do a little bit of memorization.
But then, that would slow everything down, and it would be a bit irritating.
Yeah. I mean, I did have it memorized, so if I can do it, then anyone should be able to do it, Dex.
Okay. At least it's not, like, randomized, so it's the same every time.
Yeah. At least it's not like we have to fight that Moldorm over there.
Oh.
Wait a minute, that's exactly what it's like.
Oh, no. Oh, man, is it bigger than the last one?
No, they're always just 3 hits.
Okay.
These guys are weird because I'm pretty sure they always chase you if they see you, but then sometimes they go off and do really weird things. I don't know.
It's not fair, he's got so many legs.
He has way more legs than us. I mean, It's a good thing this isn't like a kicking contest. Like, look at this! He's like, oh, I'm so mad! I gotta leave.
Yeah. Wonky pathing, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna stab this guy with my foot!
Oh.
That was the perfect opportunity.
If only we had magma shoes.
Yeah, I can dig it. If only we had a gross tail.
Ew. No, actually.
Yeah, the reason I got so confused about whether or not there's ground here is because of this digging out animation.
Yeah.
So it wasn't my fault at all. I'm still smart.
Okay. Oh man, what kind of key we're gonna get? It's gonna be good.
There's some things.
Well.
These don't look like mysterious crystals to me, they just look like square rocks.
Yeah, they do. Is that what we were promised? Mysterious crystals?
That is what the description called it, yeah.
Unbelievable. Lying to our faces.
Ah. This isn't a text adventure, we can see this stuff. So one thing that's kind of interesting about this dungeon is because it's outside, there is actually an orange save point that we can land back to and also use to go to the sky.
Ooh.
Yeah. How's that for unique?
That's handy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's get this. Oh. You got it.
Final key, shaped like a key. And I also like that the surroundings of the lock area look like a castle. Alright. It's the final dungeon, so they better give us one hell of a boss.
Oh. Well, Jordan. I think your request has been met.
My request has been geared.
I mean, it's been a long time since you guys have actually seen each other at this point.
It's been like it's been more than a year. How about that?
A long year.
A slow year.
Oh no, he found the blueprints for Hyrule Historia.
No.
Dang it.
Now he's gonna start arguing about the timeline.
Oh. Link, dude, you've seen him do that before, man. Like, don't act like that's a surprise.
Oh, he was in my peripheral vision the whole time?
All you have to do is turn your head slightly to the left. Gary, hey man, what are you doing? Talk to us like a normal ass man, please.
He's not a normal man, he's like a demon thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is the thing. No. No, it's not the thing. Maybe that's happened already.
What thing?
I don't know. I'm gonna wait until the cutscene ends first, till I say it. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
Is it where he like does the tongue thing behind Link? That was in the first boss fight.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's super weird.
Mm-hmm.
And really weirdly sexual for a Nintendo game.
Yeah, I mean that's just gearing him all around.
That's true.
There have been like weirdly flirtatious and sexual characters in Zelda games before.
Yeah, this is true. What's with this Sailor Moon ass looking pose? What are you doing? You're barking up the wrong tree trying to get information out of Link. He literally doesn't speak. Don't know if you've noticed. He doesn't say a lot.
He does. Yeah, you get dialogue choices even.
Oh, well, yeah.
We just don't get to hear it.
But like, if you were to put all the words that Link said together, you could probably only like fill out like a page.
Yeah, sure. He's not much of a talker.
This is getting a little bit too steamy for me. I may have to leave.
It's okay, he still does a tongue thing.
Oh yeah, look, there it is.
Oh, thank goodness.
I mean, he stood there like, you're destined to fight. It's like, dude, like, there's nowhere else I can go. I'm either gonna fight you or...
Alright, so it's the second fight with Gearham, and this fight's pretty sweet. He still does the thing where he catches your sword with his finger, but now he also has the weird little knife satellites flying around. And if you don't shake your sword out of his hand fast enough, he'll toss them at you, and he'll also toss them at you if they're still around when you make him jump back. And you can just, like, knock him out of the way. Make it easier to hit his hand. He's also way more inclined to, like, follow you with his hand when you're, like, before you slash him. So sometimes, like, out of nowhere, he'll just grab your sword.
I remember having a lot of fun with this fight. What? It's actually like a lot more effectual to block the satellite things with the shield.
Now it's time to get into the real meat of the fight. When he licks his sword, he can do like a couple of different sword attacks that are always followed by that second attack. When he jumps in the air, he'll fucking come at you from the sky, so you have to jump out at the same time. But all his sword attacks have like different wind-up times, so you have to like really recognize his tells, and they're like really sudden attacks too, so you sort of have to learn the timing. And he still just does that stuff where he just kind of walks around. And then he can send like a flurry of those knives at you either horizontally or vertically, so you have to do a horizontal or vertical fucking spin attack.
Can't believe Girahim has learned the secret of the jump slash.
And sometimes he'll teleport behind you and hold his sword in a certain direction, and when he does that, you have less time to attack him than like when he normally just stands around with his sword in a certain direction like this.
Yeah.
So you gotta really be on point for those ones.
I love that he still does like the regular thing that like normal enemies do of like telegraphing where they're gonna move their swords to.
And this time around, when he does that, he will eventually just hit you if you wait too long to hit him.
Dang, you schooled him.
Yeah. Like last time when we were done, he was just like, "Oh, I'm done fooling around with you." Now it's clear that we like dunked on this dude big.
Yo, we're like 17, right?
Something like that. Definitely getting close to being an adult, if nothing else.
Yeah. Not some child. I'm at least an adolescent. Hey, where'd you go?
Oh.
Got a bit. God. Some people are so rude.
I know, man.
Oh well.
He was all like, "Talk to me, Link," and then before we can even have a decent conversation with him, he's gone. So he's got one more move that he didn't want to show off in that fight. he'll send out like his knife satellites, and like you can send them in all sorts of directions, and you gotta knock them back. And if you hit them with the exact right attack, then they'll be reflected back at him.
Man, that was his favorite attack to use when I fought him.
That fight is different every time, and it was hard trying to get like a good fight on recording because sometimes he would just like be too passive or use a certain attack too much, and sometimes I would get hit too much like a dummy. It was tough. But yeah, that's one of my favorite bosses in this game for sure.
Give it a jab, oh.
Not this time, my friend. See, now this is a fire I can get behind. The other two were a little bit weird.
It's big and it's red. Fire's usually orange.
Get that real looking fire off the screen, please. This is my moment.
Fee, you shouldn't stare too long into an open flame like that. It's gonna damage your eyes.
Well, she already doesn't have pupils or irises, so I bet she already did that a lot in the past. And she paid the price.
Get that sweet sword upgrade.
Hell yeah.
But first she's gotta do the thing. And she nearly fucking kills Link every time.
Oh well. It's a well coordinated act at this point.
I guess.
They don't even have to do any of this. It's just like they just do it to have a good time.
It's all for show. It's all theatrics. Alright. Let's do it. Oh!
That looks awfully familiar. Got a new sheath too, it's looking nice.
It does look very familiar.
Finally.
Finally. Are we allowed to acknowledge what the name
not
is?
yet,
Okay,
but almost.
Alright, I was
almost.
thinking so. We're almost there.
There you go.
That was the thing I spoiled when John had to play Old MacDonald over that video that one time. Whoops.
It's not like it was in the thread banner the whole time or anything.
No.